Hello, everyone. I hope you guys are having a really great day. I can't believe that we're coming to the very end of the semester with only a few weeks left, and I definitely can't believe that this is our last speech that we're all going to be doing. For this speech, I would like to talk about my family, and I'm actually going to talk about my mom's whole side of her family because they're the group of people that I would love to honor. I'm very close with them. I can't just pick one of them because they have all played a huge, important, and special role in my life. Myself, my brother, and my sister grew up in Virginia Beach together. My mom grew up in Virginia Beach, her parents, all my cousins, her brothers and sisters. So we've all been a very tight knit family, and I would love to tell you guys all about them. The first person that I have to talk about is my mom because she's probably the most important person that I have in my life. She actually dropped everything for all three of her kids because when I was about 3 years old, my dad left us and moved out. And financially, he's been there in my life, but not physically. So my mom has always been in that person, that role in my life. She's my hero. She will do anything for us. She's so supportive and she puts us before her always. She's the most selfless person I know. I did gymnastics, my sister and I did gymnastics from the time we were 3 years old till we were 18 years old. And until we got our license, our gym was 30 minutes away from home. She would drive us to and from practices 6 days a week on her free time just because she wanted to. She drove my brother to his wrestling practices. She's done everything for us. And there's not one other person that I could think of that I love more in this life. The next two people that I'd like to tell you guys about are my brother and my sister. My sister's name is Mariana, and she's 21 years old, and my brother's name is Dalton, and he is 24 years old. They both still live in Virginia Beach. My sister goes to Radford, and my brother is actually a teacher at Red Mill Elementary School. And they are probably the two best friends I have in this life. We always joke around and say we're each other's built in best friends. Anything we go through in life, we've been through together, and to this day, we still go through it together. I grew up doing gymnastics with my sister, so would be together at home, and then we would also be together at sports. So that's something really cool. And they're the two people in this world that I know 100% I can fully trust, and they're always going to be there for me. The next group of people that I would like to talk about are my cousins. I have 13 cousins, the oldest being 30 years old and the youngest being 7 years old. And I know that's a huge age gap, but I feel personally connected to each one of them in a different level. I mean, I can walk in and my 7-year-old cousin puts a smile on my face when I'm not in a good mood. And we always say we were forced to be friends. Our parents always had us around each other, but we would have chosen to be friends anyways. I can honestly say that my cousins are also my best friends. I can trust them with anything. And it's pretty cool because all of us cousins go to the same school. So the ones that are around my age, we grew up from preschool all the way to high school together. We go to different colleges now, but it's cool because we got to be with each other 24/7 basically. We grew up together, and even like I said, we went to different colleges. We still FaceTime all the time, and then when we come home for holidays, it's like even more special because we weren't together, and now we get to cherish the time that we do get to spend together. But all 13 of them, I feel very close with them, and I love them to death. The next group of people I'd like to tell you guys about are my aunts and uncles. My mom had four siblings. She has two sisters and two brothers, and then they were all married. I do have to say the first thing, her brother Mike, his wife passed away from breast cancer about 4 years ago. And I love all the memories I have of her from our holidays, like Thanksgiving's coming up. That was always at my house, so I loved when everyone would come over. And I remember Janine, that's her name, her being there with us. And then also, she has two girls that are me and my sister's ages, and so we were very close with them. And it was cool to be able to go on gymnastics trips together and family vacations. But the rest of my aunts and uncles, it's funny because they're all teachers, and that's what major I'm going into. So I always like to say they inspired me to be a teacher, which is pretty cool. And then also, two of my aunts were my gymnastics coaches in high school. They coached all five of us girls that have gone through Kellum High School's gymnastics team. The last two people that I'm going to talk about are my mom's parents, which I know them as Mimi and Granddad. They have 5 kids and 16 grandchildren, and they do for each of them what they would do for themselves, and actually even more. They welcome everyone at their house. I'm not kidding when I say that we go visit their house basically every single day. We're always welcome. My Mimi's always cooking dinner for us, or my granddad's grilling out back for us. And each year they hold Christmas and Easter at their house. And that's when the entire family comes, like everyone, their significant others, we all come to their house. So it's really cool to be reunited if we've been like apart at college and stuff. And I have to say that they buy each and every grandchild a good amount of gifts. They buy all their kids gifts, their kids' significant others, and it's just so nice to have that in the family. Not that that's what the holidays are about, but that's like something that's awesome that they do that they don't have to do. They are the head of this family. We always call them like the king and the queen. And it's so cool how they keep us together. They have made us family oriented, and I know I'm going to continue that tradition when I have a family in the future. Not to mention, they've been married for 58 years, so that's very inspiring to the whole family. We all want that kind of love. And I have to say that they are the most giving and loving people that I know, and I love my Mimi and Granddad so much. The last thing I would like to say is a quote that Anthony Brandt once said: "Other things may change, but we start and end with family." I have to say that that is the most perfect quote for my family, because even if we end up leaving each other, we're always going to come back together, and family is what's most important in this world.